brothers and sisters, I'm at such a beautiful place in nature at the moment, but I'm jumping on this call because I want to let everyone know that I've uploaded my latest video to YouTube with Magenta Pixie and Charlie Freak, and so I'm going to upload this video to my YouTube. Sorry, I haven't uploaded it to YouTube, I've uploaded it to Rumble. So this message is going to go up on my YouTube, just to let everyone know. So yeah, look at this beautiful place, guys. So do you all follow me on Facebook? Because I only really post, I shouldn't, I know, it's so dark, but the tribe's there. So I post all my insights and downloads on Facebook. Check out my Facebook today, it's next level, literally. So that's it. I mean, I haven't really got anything else to say other than what I said on Facebook today. So basically, what was the main message? The main message was that last night I was tuning in about what's going on the geopolitical arena at the moment, and I could see clearly that DC has been sort of like taken over by the White Hats. That's why the White Hat was all barricaded from the outside. And then I was tuning in about the UK, and my guides were like, England's next, England's next. And I was tuning in like how much Mr. T loves England and the UK, and so my download was that there is a timeline whereby, very strong timeline if you are, in my humble opinion, there's a strong timeline whereby the UK will become the 51st state of America, and like, we'll be patriots, because so many of us feel like American patriots anyway. And there's a reason for that, because the timeline that Mr. T and the White Hats are working with at the moment, this is the golden age timeline, and London, UK, as in Washington DC, they all represent the old timeline, you see, and the old timeline is collapsing. So yeah, I think that England's going to be declared the 51st state, and I think there's going to be two timelines. People will be like, no, Mr. T's not my president. Like, I want Biden and Chai then and transgender Kamala and all that. I want them to be my ruler. Fair enough. And then there'll be others that will split, and we'll be like, no, Trump's my president, Mr. T's my president. And so I don't know how it's all going to play out. I'm not meant to know. But I was shown really clearly yesterday this vision, and I always trust my visions. Like, why would my team bother? Like, they take like a few days to work on sort of like birthing the vision. It's like an embryo is forming in the unseen realms, and then they sort of like drop it. Why would they bother? Why would they bother dropping all these downloads and insights? So anyway, please check out my Rumble video. I'll post a link in the comment section to get to the Rumble video. And yeah, my latest video with Magenta and Charlie, so it's really amazing, literally it's so amazing. And that's it, guys. So from Devil's Dyke in the UK, me and Archie Bear, don't even get me started about Biden. I genuinely think he's White Hat. He's been, I think that the real one's been executed for his crimes to humanity. I think this is a body double, and there's like a part of the White Hat Earth Alliance that are in full control of this administration, this fake administration. They tell them what to wear, they tell them what to say, they tell them whether they should wave at the guardsmen or not. It's one big movie, guys. And if you perceive it with your 3D eyes, you'll be lost. you won't have a clue what's going on. You will completely not realise that this is a spiritual war that is being enacted, and it's a war on consciousness. And so if you are just locked into the third dimensional consciousness, then you're playing into the warlord's hands. They're like, oh, we got another one, oh, we can whoop her loose. Do you know what I mean? Why do that? But, you know, it's hard for people if they don't see beyond the 3D. But I would just say, look with your heart. Like, okay, this is how I get messages from spirit. When I get a download, if the message makes me feel really excited, and I get the sensation that my heart is expanding, and I get goosebumps, or I get emotional, that's a clear sign that that message is from my higher self. However, if I get a message and it makes me feel scared, makes me feel constricted, makes me feel like my aura's getting smaller, you can guarantee that's a message from your ego. I personally don't believe my ego. Doesn't mean to say I've got rid of my ego. Just as the sky can't get rid of clouds, you can't get rid of your ego. But I don't observe it. I mean, I observe it. I don't believe it. I see my ego as a terrible radio station, which I'm under no obligation to tune into. So we're constantly getting messages from our ego, from our higher self all the time. So that's how we, that's how we discern. So yeah, that's the message, brothers and sisters. Remember, success is encoded in our DNA. Never ever forget that. We're God's creations. God doesn't create failures. And if you think God creates a failure, you don't know God. I was lucky. I had a near-death experience without dying, without having to have the drama of nearly dying. And I met God. And the greatness of God, I can't even begin to explain or express. I will just cry. I will just go into ecstasy if I attempt to explain the greatness of God. Do you know what I mean? So God doesn't create duds and dummies and failure. That's not God. That's not our creator God. That's like the illusory God that they're trying to make out. Whatever, Trevor. God is God. God is love. Love is who we are. Love is who you are. Love is who I am. Pure, absolute, divine, eternal love. In every second of every moment, that is the truth. You might not always be attuned to that. Doesn't mean it's not the truth, and that timeline isn't always being pumped out. You just need to attune. To choose. Isn't it funny how the words attune and choose have very similar resonances? Something to ponder. All right, guys, that's it. So this is the place where I am. Darling Archie Bear, he's been naughty. He's in the doghouse. So yeah, that's it, guys. Love you all. Namaste.